Hi, we're back again, and we have some more Model 3 updates for you. I know it's been a little while, but I've been pretty busy lately, so pretty good time to get in and get you filled in on some of the stuff that's been happening lately. Over the last few days, we've seen some information come out of Tesla about the new solar panel roofs that they're going to be doing in collaboration with Solar City. Looks like the merger is going to be happening, so that's pretty good news. Having said that, there's been a lot of speculation on the internet as far as Tesla's new glass division and what they're going to do for their cars. Now, a few nuggets of information has come out since then. The first thing that they did is that they've updated the Model S. So if you go into the design studio, you'll see there's a new roof option, which is instead of a panoramic roof, which is the opening part where you get the sunroof, is that they have an all-glass panel now, just like the Model 3, so that's good. Now, because of that, there's been a lot of speculation, of course, that they would tie in the solar panels and this all-new roof, and that they would build solar panels into the Model 3. So over the last few days, Elon took to Twitter, and as he's wont to do once in a while, and really go on a bender and answer a lot of questions. So there was a user on Twitter who basically asked Elon, he says, people have been misrepresenting some of your words about in-house glass technology on the Model 3, and they think that you're going to be embedding solar panels in the Model 3 roof. And he answered, he says, we'll probably offer an option like that. And then somebody else had asked very shortly after that, would a solar roof in that car be expensive? And Elon answered no, very short and sweet. Now, I want to make a point here and say that Model 3 is on a timeline to get delivered on time here and start production by mid-part of next year. It's important to remember that not all of these features that he's talking about will necessarily make the cut on the first production vehicles. He said many times that if a feature can't be made on time or on budget, that they would leave that for a future revision of the vehicle. So it's important to keep that in mind, that some of these features may not make the first part of the vehicle. It might be kept for, say, a 2018 model or 2019 model, so keep that in mind. So someone also asked, because of this glass roof on the Model S and, of course, essentially Model 3, would the A and the B pillars, which are the the posts that hold up the roof, in the front and the middle and the back section, be glass as well? And Elon basically said, no, we've reinforced all of those sections on the car with boron steel. And that's typical what they did in the Model S, and of course that's what will happen with the Model 3. Those structural elements have to be high strength. So we'll keep that there for that. He also took to Twitter to answer an interesting question posed by Ryan McCaffrey. Now, hi Ryan. Ryan puts out a very excellent podcast every week. It's called Ride the Lightning. I'll put a link in the video description. You can listen to that. He's an avid Model 3 reservation holder. He puts out a really good podcast. And he has been talking about the possibility of having a signature red, which I agree with him is a great color. And he had a chance to get up on Twitter and asked Elon directly if there was going to be a signature red offered to reservation holders who stood in line or reserved on the first day, March 31st of 2016. And Elon very graciously answered, there will be something special. Now, I hopped on Twitter right away and I thought, well, this is a color, we're going to see some kind of special color. And since then, I've had to rethink that a little bit, and not necessarily. It may be some kind of special badge, some kind of special feature. I'm still leaning towards some kind of special color, though, because in my mind, it's the easiest thing that they could offer for vehicle reservation holders on that first day. So we'll see. We'll try and keep, we won't really know until the configurator goes live and those early reservation holders get their email to go and look at the options that are available to us that ways. So those are some of the Twitter updates that we have today on that. And also on the weekend, Saturday night, Tesla held a very large party, as they are wont to do. They love to party, at the Avaya studio in San Jose, California. And it was a party to celebrate their third quarter earnings. And lo and behold, in the lobby of the stadium, they had a silver Model 3 prototype there. Now, some interesting things about this prototype, because there was such a large gathering of people there, that there was a flood of pictures posted on, on Instagram and Tumblr and Facebook. And there were some slight details that emerged from those pictures. One, that Tesla had changed the steering wheel in the prototype to something a little bit more normal looking. If some of you had watched some of the previous videos that I've done or seen some of the pictures of the prototype online, that they had this really funky, 2-spoke steering wheel. So they've changed that now to a 3-spoke. Again, I want to make a point here that it's not indicative of the final production vehicle. Tesla has not shown the final production vehicle yet. So keep in mind, all of these things can still change. So that was kind of a nice thing. A few other things I noticed too. It looks like the designers were playing a little bit with some of the exterior finishes as far as the bright work or the chrome work around the car. The passenger side had chrome around the windows, as the prototype always had, and on the bottom part of the mirror. But on the driver's side, they went to a flat black all the way around the chrome. So it looks like they blacked it out. Just an idea of looking at that to see if just playing around with the different design ideas. So I thought that was kind of interesting. Somebody else had posted on Twitter and it tagged me in the thing and saying, "Oh, look, it has ventilated seats." And I had to reply, well, if you paid close attention, the prototype at the reveal event had ventilated seats. Again, that is not necessarily a feature that will make it to production. Elon has said many times that Model 3 will not have all the same bells and whistles as a Model 3. So even though they put fancy seats like that in a prototype, does not necessarily mean it will make it to production. I'm hoping that it does, because cooled seats are nice to have, especially in the hotter climates. So we'll see. Oh, one other note too, about the all-glass roof that Tesla is really putting on all their vehicles. Someone had also asked Elon directly whether they were going to do any kind of UV protection or anything like that, and he had to reiterate again on Twitter that yes, all of their glass that they put on the roof of the Model S, the Model X, and the Model 3 have infrared and UV coatings on them, because he's fair-skinned too, and he says that that's an issue. So they thought about those things. So the people in the hotter climates, it's not that big of an issue. The infrared coating is to prevent, to cut out a lot of the heat coming through, and the UV is to protect us from the damaging ultraviolet rays of the sun. Little extra information today. Tesla, as of this morning, has revamped their supercharging program. Now, in a nutshell, what they're saying is that any cars ordered as of January 1st, 2017 and going forward will now receive 400 kilowatt hours of free supercharging credits on an annual basis. That's about equivalent to about 1,000 miles or 1,600 kilometers of driving for free on the Supercharging network. Now, after that, you can buy it in incremental updates at a reduced cost. It'd still be cheaper than filling up a gas tank on a gasoline car. But this is excellent news, because all Model 3s will now come with not only the hardware built into the car for supercharging, but on an annual basis, you'll be able to drive 1,000 kilometers or 1,600 kilometers for free. So every year, you just get free credits put into your account. So this is great. So for those of you who are doing the occasional short, long distance trip, if you will, should be more than enough to cover that. And even after that, it's still cheap to buy those credits. So great news. We get some supercharging for free as part of the vehicle cost, and then you don't have to buy an expensive package, whether you use it or not. So it's great news. So I just wanted to throw that in there. So at the Avaya Studio, lots of pictures came out of the car, and I will put a bunch of them up here as a bit of a slideshow at the end of the video, and you can enjoy those. Again, if you want to follow us on Twitter, the handle is @Model3Owners. Don't forget to join our forum at Model3OwnersClub.com. We have a Facebook page as well, Facebook.com/Model3OwnersClub. And we also have a Patreon page if you feel like pledging to help keep these videos going and stuff, and that's Patreon.com/Model3OwnersClub. So thanks for watching, enjoy the videos, and we'll talk to you next time.